Hello, this is Critstar, and today I kind of want to play around with Machine 2. I like this thing. I really like it. I really like it. I really, really do like it. I love it, actually. It is pretty cool for picking up ideas and playing around with things. One of the coolest things I want to do, and I want to highlight today, is I want to highlight going through the presets and why this thing is kind of cool, and especially in junction with Bitwig. If you're using Bitwig mainly, and you're like, why do I need Machine 2? It's kind of like another DAW. This thing kind of has its own type of special place in my heart, mainly because it's a controller with the display on it, so I can, if you want to go DAWless and not have Bitwig at all, you can kind of step away from it and kind of use that to piece together ideas and stuff like that, and then drag and drop it into Bitwig, and then arrange it in Bitwig once you got all of the initial ideas and the instruments down, stuff like that. So one of the things you can do is you can twist on the knob and you can, or the encoder, and you can go down this really long list of sounds. And these are just waves and stuff like that within thing. What I like to do is I like to go to instruments, and it's got all of my instruments loaded. And this is one of the coolest things about this thing is that if an instrument is NKS compatible, like majorly all of Arturia, all of course Native Instruments, a couple of off brands like the Synthmaster that I have, and a couple other things like that, it'll go down to presets. That's all my guitars. And it's really hard to see in this interface, and I hope they got it fixed in 3 or something, where, because basically in here you can't really see it, and it sucks. You can really see it in the controller. One of the other things that you have is, oh, maybe if I could collapse these. There we go. But I kind of want to figure out that, okay, now you can do types. And I was thinking, well, I want to kind of have a brassy sound, so we can go down to types. I'm going to go to brass here, and let's close this. And we can pick one, we can load it. It'll load up into here, and once it's loaded, it should go to here. And now we go to keyboard interface. Go to chords. And you can see that it has the OPXA, this is a Arturia Instrument 5 loaded. And if we click on here, we can go there. And you can barely see the keys being pressed. But it found a preset that sounds okay. Maybe that's what I wanted. Maybe not. Let's go back to the browser. It's kind of a cool pad sound. And I'm not actually clicking on buttons to get through each of the presets. And this time it did the sound clever. And that's what the strong part about this is. It normally when you're looking for presets, you go to one device and then you spin through the presets and you press the button, whatever, and then you listen to it. And this one, it goes across presets. So now that it's loaded, I can go back to the keyboard. Go down a couple octaves. Okay, so sorry about that. Now we can go into the step mode. We can go, actually I want to shift. And if I can hopefully remember this right. There we go. And I want bar. Okay. And then the problem is I don't think you can see the setup of this, but now when I hit shift, it does a whole bar. So now when I play, let's say I don't want a single bar. I want 2, 3, 8 bars. And then we can go, all right. We're just going to set up a pad, and then we're going to find something plucky. While this is playing, we're going to go to plucked strings. What does that sound like? I forgot to... Uh-oh. Well, I got egg on my face. The Control Z doesn't work as well on this, and so I kind of just lost everything. Bummer. Any rate, doesn't really matter. Hey, there's a lo-fi setting. Go to browser. Yeah, they were good for a while. Okay, and so that's under instruments. We go back to sounds. We can go back to groups. So we can do our usual kick pattern. As you can see, you can get into all kinds of mischief with this thing. I just loaded a kit, and if I want to go over to another group, I can go over to the group and then go, all right, let's go back to instruments. I think I'm still on the lo-fi setting here, and then I can go, okay, let me see the lo-fi chords. It's going to load here for a second. Takes a while because it's actually loading my VST. Wow, this one's taking a while. Must be on a native instrument. I find that the native instruments have been taking a while to load, like especially Contact. Contact is awfully long to load recently, and I got a pretty fast system. It has a SSD drive, and the laptop is pretty speedy. So wow, this is taking a while. Let me pause the video. Turns out it was a Contact instrument. I think this is on the new Contact 7 engine also. It's okay. It's a little low in there. We'd probably have to boost it up or something. Sad part is I kind of want to go diving. All right, at the risk of trying something else, let's try this one. I think these chord settings all use the same instrument, and that's why it's quick. So let's try getting off a lo-fi. Let's try a lick. And that should be either Contact or U-Jam, depending on what actually did it. And it's Session. Well, it's a native instrument. It's a pretty cool little instrument to play around with it. Anyways, hope you get the idea. The machine, it has a lot of ways of going through and investigating stuff that you normally wouldn't know that you had. And what it could do, because basically in the NKS instruments, it breaks it up into types and characters, at least with the instruments, and then gives you a large list to play around with. And because it's NKS, I think what they do is they save a sample or something, so when it plays the sample and allows you to hear it as it's intended, as opposed to... See, I gotta actually load it. Oh, no. It did load. When I go through here, it actually loads it to the thing. That session meant too. That's pretty cool. This is Playbox. Something I haven't played with in a while. Not sure if you can hear it, but my son's off in the background being himself. He likes talking. He likes talking about a lot of stuff. Anyway, overall, I think Maschine 2. It took me a while to get one, especially the hardware interface, and then finally the software. Once I got it, I like it. I like the like I said, I break it away. All my music stuff's on a laptop. This whole thing right now is a laptop, and it's very portable. It is really portable. And so what I do is I hook it up to the controller, hook up a headset to the controller, and then I just sit in my bed and I mess around with sounds and stuff like that, and try to come up with ideas on how to put things together, and all of a sudden I got it. And once I have a pattern, I can take this pattern and drag and drop it into Bitwig, and I can further arrange it and mess with it further when I'm in a sit down environment. But overall, I can build a machine all day, and then take it and do other things with it. So it's a very cool, versatile instrument. I think it's well worth the money I spent on it. I went and found it off Reverb for I think $400. Well worth the money. I love it. It is the instrument alone is nice. Now you can buy the software without it, but I think the controller half makes the reason why this is so cool. Especially for the things that you want to do, because you can basically almost go DAWless with it, and that's, you don't have to buy the Machine Plus. You can just buy the hardware of the MK3, um, and be able to do it. But at any rate, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and I will catch you later.